Each hurried through the corridors, up the stairs to their own destination. One to gather gear for a great good, the other to the big river west of here. Dealer had a way of double timing it to put down distance faster than most on a dead run. Did look like slow motion. His speed was dependent on long steps. Doing a lot of them really covers ground. Trick was honed to tap down any impression of hurrying when anxious to depart a difficult scene without announcing skedaddling. Oh, been many times when the hoax was handy. Bursting out of the building into the sunlight, right through a creeping, converging crowd, straight to the cart. The mob was sliding slow steps ever closer to the team. Drooling garbled their snickers. When near enough to feel fur on their face, they started to laugh. In the time it took to realize what was happening, the licks turned to nibbles. Lob bites? Step aside, could easily get stomped. Slap gave pair enough rein to jump the wagon. Everyone sprang back, making heaps, as those who tumbled first were stumbled over. Cleared room to get moving. Where are we going? West. Will we find the hookup tools we need there? Not a clue. When is saving these people going to happen? Oracle said it has. Good enough for me. Handheld hat on head as ample rein given to speed, putting considerable distance between them and that horse-pecking pack. Galloped willingly, happy to be away, happy to be on a solid surface after so much slipping, sand, slogging. Are we running away? Only if we get away with it. Real testimony to the strength of the store that has survived this assaying speed. Chairman lived west of Charmin, and if Charmin's clan looked like troglodytes, these looked like their distant ancestors, stooped and brutish to the max, tangled thicket of tousled tresses, massive muscles and foreheads that would look natural with a bolt stuck in them, same clothes and booty bags. In a sudden swell, they poured from every point, plastered to snake oil sails the way white blood cells press around a parasite. Team welcomed it, patient as when with children, exchanging friendly rubs. Laughter made them sound downright dumb. Nice big animals, I love them. Great deal of bouncing on balls of feet agreement. Is there a big river over there somewhere? Yep. Each speaking like it was a one-on-one conversation. Added it was a long way off and was very mighty big, very mighty big. All agreed they were scared of it. Big baby shudderings comforted themselves by collecting closer to the team. Horses loved it. The sound of their moronic laughter was contagious. All jabbering joyfully in the same direction, wound up in the next zone, this center marked by one piece of building still standing. Will you go see Chairman, please? All put fingers out one at a time, counting floors, took all digits to point to the top. Remember, these guys are killers. Killers? Came out the way you accidentally speak a secluded notion that surfaces on its own. Overheard, the group pleaded, not us, not us. We don't know that, answered everybody. These guys are ugly. Ain't biting. Point was a good one, settled into a wait-and-see perch. All around, attracting curious looks, wondering about this mystery man's mutterings. What's your name? Bill. This prompted others to come with theirs, Tom, Sally, Bob, and the stranger retold his own to each one, stopping short when Chairman pointed to the penthouse, huffed those hoppy sounds. Yeah, him. Yeah, me. People re-greeted, spilled their sacks, offered help yourself share, bowed thanks for two that boasted best baked beans, knowing the coin of the realm tempered any impulse to go to showtime. Chairman examined every inch. Talk to bird, him you. Have to, we can't shut ourselves up. You come from the desert, through it from further east. Stop at Midway? Well, yes, we did drop by. Got great-great-grand ancestor who once have haircut there. Word was they had interesting business model at that time. Think they could do something with this mop? Well, they are very talented, and it's not really Midway anymore, a little closer to this side. I've heard, not where it used to be, and moves. You lucky to find it. Yes, big world, lot happening. Like starving your neighbors? The bird doesn't like us. Is it because we can't fly, or Charmin? We've met. Thought so. Nothing I can say to you. Don't talk to anyone in my head except myself. Look me like my people. No master myself. Anyway, no matter. Here for a reason. Passing through, on my way to the river. Long way, head towards sunset. Can't miss it. Turned him, heading toward that tall relic. You live up there? Look out.
Good to keep an eye peeled. No courage to climb the catwalks, anyone else. My job. Saw you come out of the sizzling sunrise. Saw you where his people stay. Saw your stampede. You saw quite a lot. Really? Think so? Thanks. Say, care for a beverage? Drink one of Milwaukee's best. There is one building that survived all the blowdowns. It processed polluted lakes into potable potion. We don't know who this famous individual was, but we know in ancient times he was a king. Great joy moved the devotee, dancing away, reciting up and down, body and voice, repeatedly raising arms, palms open to the sky, bending, lowering arms, pivoting palms, pointing down. Budweiser! 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 Everyone added to the mass of the movement the density of the mantra. Feathered skeptic held his seat, studying. The gathering still, only two entered this leftover artifact of city life, a singular stump standing in the forest after the trees are cut down. Flight avoided negotiating the perilous punctured stagings that bridged the many gaps. These flywalks had been flung up to foolishly flimsy minimums and provided tricky, rickety passage over frightening holes in this Swiss cheese assemblage. On top, turning round, taking it in. Raven said there were lots of these. Still have them too, but now everything is down. Not much change anymore. From a pile of supplies, grabbed 3 buds, poured one into a depression on the wall. We feel so good. We hunt every day. We mine into old places. There is so much it would be easy to believe the earth was growing this stuff and wasn't something left over we are finding. Can gushed a fuzzy gasp as guests pulled the pop top, crunching graveled concrete with each step toward the jumbled stack, picked one up, dingy more chunky stew. Not our favorite. Bird Boozer burbled down more beer blasts from his building bowl. Don't feel bad. Bert say something nice. Says you got a right to like what you like. Sympathy surprised and confused, but thanked anyways, all the while walking the wall, watching. What are you looking for? Early warning is our only hope. If I can see early, it saves lives. Whose lives? Us. Less lately. They eat us pretty good. People need to know where the traps are being set. Need to know where to avoid. Hold it, hold it, hold it. They eat you, Charmin's people? Affirmative. Affirmative? That's what the book says to say. What book? Take the High Ground by Sergeant Devin Dude Deadlift, one of Empire's finest, a wicked tale of love in life, passion and persecution in a world at war. No readers anymore, but got it memorized. Action-crammed thriller with sex. Taught us how to dig in, how to be men. 2 chapters missing and some moldy pages when our ancestors memorized remaining content to hand it down. Says need the high ground for duty station. This is our place. Always been our place. Anyone that wants can come up here, but use to command the surrounding territory. Charmin wants to party here. The guy lives so long, each new generation that grows just calls him old. But ancient. Did he zap you with his fingers? No. Well, he can. All power comes from this body sits above, but Think has found a way to relocate it. But, no. Abruptly, the sentinel was alarmed, animated, aimed a finger, screeching, stomping. They come down that way. The result of trying to find out what was said by going down the pointed path was a disaster. The oncoming cluster of Charmin's people clobbered the new arrivals at the spot they were raiding. Horror! In a gruesome smash and grab, the victims were chopped up and bagged. Awful spectacle for another bunch arriving to discover what was left of their faster friends dead and butchered, screaming, wailing, trying to match up the remains. Shocked, stunned, strained. What chapters were missing from the book? Effective lines of communication and a killing defense.